I rescued and adopted out 52 cats, and I foster failed 3 of them. Hi girls and their cats, I'm Sophia. Welcome to my small apartment, or as Wicket would call it, her big cat house. I've been fostering and volunteering at shelters for a really long time, and about 11 years ago I was living, sorry there's cat hair all over me, but I'm sure that's normal. So 11 years ago I was living in Richmond, Virginia, and I was volunteering at their city shelter. And Olive was in there. She was about 4 or 5 months old, and she was this tiny little ball, and she was petrified of everything and everyone, and nobody could touch her. And I went in there and I just was like, okay, this is my cat. Like, I have to take this cat. I have to help socialize her. And so I brought her home to foster. And then, of course, foster failed immediately. I've had her for 11 years. She's glued to my side and loves me so much, and that's so precious to me. I'm obsessed with her. And then when I moved to Philly, which I lived in the last 8 years, was also doing a lot of rescue and volunteer work there. And one day somebody posted this kitten was crying in their child's playhouse in their backyard. And so I bopped over there really quickly and found this tiny little kitten. That's where I got my cat Binks. I had Binks for about 4 years. The last 6 months of his life, he was battling lymphoma. He ended up passing, and I was really, really devastated. And so after he passed, I was gonna take a break from rescuing to kind of, work through my emotions and what I was feeling there, because it'd been a really tough 6 months and I was just really sad. And about 3 weeks into that break, a friend of mine messaged me and was like, hey, I just found this cat on the side of the road, super matted, fluffy, panting, clearly not an outdoor cat. What do I do? And she sent me the photo, and it was the spitting image of Binks, like identical. And I just knew, I was like, okay, well, break over, I'm taking that cat. So at first I was like, okay, I'm just going to help find this cat forever home. I don't know if I'm ready to fully adopt another cat yet. Like, I'm still kind of processing some stuff. It's funny because in addition to looking like Binks, she acts a ton like Binks too. And one of the main things is that Binks, despite knowing Olive for his entire life, he was such a little bully sometimes to Olive. Kind of in a playful way, but Olive, she's not super affectionate or playful with other cats, and Binks was just high energy, go, go, go. And so Olive was just constantly a little bit annoyed by him. And immediately Wicket came in and did the exact same thing. Was just all over her, chasing her around, being a little playful, but also a little dominant maybe. And then here's Binks and Olive, and I don't know if you can see how angry Olive looks in the background about Binks. Binks, again, just being a ham, needing all the attention, and then Olive in the background. And that's exactly her and Wicket's relationship.
Have you always been a cat person?
I have, yeah. I had cats growing up. My mom was a big cat person, so I grew up with cats. She's really big in the foster and rescue and TNR scene in Richmond, Virginia. So she definitely got me into it very early. I feel like in the back of my head, I knew taking Wicket, there's a really high chance that I'll end up keeping her. And the same thing with Olive. I rescued and adopted out 52 cats, and I foster failed 3 of them. So pretty good stat. You see all the hair that I've collected just from petting her. I could make a whole new Wicket with the.
I noticed the lovely pajamas you're wearing have cats all over them.
They do. These are Print Fresh. So actually, I'm the marketing director for Print Fresh. It's a pajama brand. We also do some apparel, but PJs are
Wait,
the main
you're the
thing.
marketing director?
I am. But this is a really popular one right now. It's called Fancy Cat. And I thought it was appropriate because every month we donate money to a charity of our employees' choice. And my choice for this month was Paws, which is where I fostered in Philadelphia. This is Bagheera, so it's one of our signature Print Fresh designs. Fellow cat lady Christiane, who is our print designer, hand drew this. I had it framed and now it's hanging up there. This is a really cute little vintage box I got from an antique store recently that I love, and I just keep Post-it notes in there right now on my desk. This is the cutest little toothpick bottle that I got from Chinatown in Philadelphia, and I don't really use toothpicks, so I don't have it actively being used. So this is Olive. That is a stitching that I was given as a present. So I don't know the artist, unfortunately. And then this is Binks. Cassandra Francis on Instagram did this. She's phenomenal. She opens up spots and they sell out like immediately. So one day at work, I was on there and like refreshing, like a child trying to get like concert tickets, like refreshing over and over. Binks' little collar that I have, and I still have his fur on there. Oops, excuse me, Wicket. This is a fun little mug that I won in a holiday gift swap at work.
So coquette.
This is like a tattoo flash style. I don't want to say for sure, but I think it might be Jared Gaines who did these as well, which are not cat related, but I'm pretty sure. It was a gift from a friend of mine who also gave me these. So this is a cute little ghost with a bunch of cats. I got this in Philly. I don't know the artist's name. Unfortunately, I should have somehow figured that out. And then this is a show poster for Blacklisted that played in Philly soon. They're a Philly hardcore band. This poster, all these were donations to the Fishtails Animal Rescue, which is another rescue in Philly that I love. And the nose has the Liberty Bell in it. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then by my bed, I have Binks' little paw print.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah. This was a piece of art my dad did when he was like 6 years old or something.
That is so cute.
And it's two cats playing soccer, and the soccer ball went into a cesspool. Like, what child knows the word cesspool? So the litter box is right behind this cactus that I try to use as kind of like a screen for it a little bit. But given how small this space is, obviously there's no truly hiding a litter box. I used to have two of these because I know the rule is one per cat at least. And you know, sometimes they say like an additional extra. I had two of them and they literally only used one.
There you have it, folks. You don't always need one per cat.
I do have to scoop it and clean it religiously.
Okay,
but
what's your litter of choice?
World's Best. They like that. And it is fairly low tracking and it's got a really like mild scent that isn't irritating to them or me. Wet food, right now we're doing Pro Plan Complete Essentials. Olive just loves that and Wicket loves it. And Wicket is a little picky about wet food. She's actually not really big on treats. Dry treats. She doesn't care about chew-roos, and certain wet foods she just won't even touch. So this is something they both like, so I'm going with it. We do science diet indoor for the dry food. And again, it's something they both like. Olive will sometimes like scarf food down. She's very food motivated, and those are like a little bit of a bigger kibble, so she actually has to sit there and chew it. We've got the auto feeder that goes off, I want to say like 5 times a day. I just like to like spread out the food so they don't get super hungry during the day or panic and think they're not going to get fed. And that way it's like smaller portions more often, so they're less likely to throw it up if they overeat. And it's nice because then they get fed like first thing in the morning and they don't wake me up. Feeding time is like the only time Olive is more dominant than Wicket. And so sometimes Olive will reach over, use her paw and just take Wicket's food.
Oh my God. There we go. Okay, that's probably it.
So when I had little kittens, they would jump into that plant base and just like kick the dirt out. One of them even was like pooping and peeing in it. So I got those on Amazon. They're very cheap, but it's really nice and just keeps any kittens out of there. Got plants on the walls, got plants on like the mantle place out of reach of her on top of the refrigerator, because anything that she likes that's at eye level, she'll eat. These are somehow 3 plants that she's not interested in. This one, this jade, and then that. Those can stay down there because for some reason she's deemed them not her favorite choice, although it does look like she has recently tried it again, but still doesn't like it. I have this cover that I bought, and they'll do it.
This is not the couch.
Yeah, this is not on the couch. This is a cover, and they do scratch the side of this a lot, but like I just don't. This is just an IKEA futon, and so I searched the name of that and searched cover, and then her site popped up, and she sends you these like little fabric and color samples, and I just picked one and she made it and sent it. Wicket loves to sit on my computer when I'm working. My keyboard is like her favorite place to be. She is often on my Zoom calls with me. And so my boyfriend actually got her her own laptop because sometimes I have to move her, like if it's a serious work call. So this is her new laptop, complete with mouse, and she is obsessed with it. So I'll just sit and work and she sits on her little laptop.
Per my last email.
Per my last email, feed me more. There's one hidden under there that Olive sleeps in because that keeps her a little hidden. And then anything is Wicket's cat bed. This is her cat bed. My bed is her cat bed. My desk is her cat bed. The windowsills are her cat bed. She owns this place, so everywhere is her cat bed.